So here we are, my best friends and I, ready to tackle the universe just like we always planned. This is when we knew that we can get over any obstacle and challenge that were in our way. But for myself, I did not learn this very easily. All my life, I was faced with obstacles just like any other teenager, whether it be school or relationships, but none of these could prepare me for the extreme hardship I had to endure late 2013. Hurricane Sandy developed on October 21st in the Caribbean Sea, then traveled in the Atlantic Ocean on the east coast of North America, to then be dissipated on October 31st. It hit a total of 24 out of 50 states in the United States, from Florida to Maine, and reaching as far as Michigan and Wisconsin. The storm hit New York City on October 29th, flooding streets and subway tunnels, causing massive power outages across the city, and completely ravaged Rockaway Beach, Breezy Point, and Beach Channel. I thought my experience from Tropical Storm Irene would help me prepare for what was to happen, but most people don't experience this type of natural occurrence in their lifetime. It took about 3 days to boarder up and evacuate my home. For shelter from the storm, my parents and grandparents escaped to family in Brooklyn. My brother went to live with family in Richmond Hill, and I went to survive with my best friend in Woodhaven. It was a very worrisome experience. On social media, I would post about how I thought I wouldn't be able to come home to a standing house. All pictures you see here were taken the day after Sandy. My father and I returned just to see if the house suffered any damage. Luckily, my house was completely untouched, but my home was completely destroyed. I was amazed as I explored Rockaway to see the extent of the damage. I saw cars on top of cars, with pieces of entire boardwalk on top of them. I saw sides of houses torn into by water. I saw a huge chunk of boardwalk dumped into the pool where I used to lifeguard at. And I saw homes that were burnt down from the faulty electricity after the storm. The second day after the storm is when my family settled back in. Our house and majority of the city was still without power, and we lived without it for almost 15 days. Because we had no power, that only left us with an operating stove and cold running water. We boiled pots of water sporadically throughout the day to generate some type of heat in the house. We did the same if we needed to shower. When we slept, we were able to see our breath as we exhaled. It was like sleeping in late December with the windows open. We spent hours outside at night waiting online in the cold to fill up 3-gallon buckets of gas to then refuel our stranded cars. It was the greatest struggle I've ever faced so far in my life. It was my first experience where I literally just had to completely survive. It was just such a large combination of stressful things that just bombarded me to the point where I literally did not know what to do. That's when my friends came in. They helped me with any of my school duties. They helped me get where I needed to be at any given time. They did anything that anyone could possibly do to help me. Most importantly to me, they lifted up my spirits. They showed me that I didn't have to treat Rockaway like a war zone anymore. They helped me understand how to jump over obstacles. They finally lifted me up, because, after all these years of me holding them up. So here we are, back in Roshanaway, the area of my house in Rockaway, which we made a play of words, because every year we throw a party on the beach to celebrate the wonderful beach of Far Rockaway. It's without my friends that I would never enjoy my home. I would never respect it as much as I do now. Because Roshanaway is treated more of their home rather much more than mine.